So 10 and 2, this would be the thumbs here on the humps, specifically. NASCAR still have, I hate that, like they still have the spokes, the rungs come up. Older cars, my dad's got a 67 Mustang, spokes are up. 70s, 80s, spokes are up, right? Why is that? Why have we brought them down? Why do F1 cars have rectangles for steering wheels now? And it starts with just an employment of, like, you can imagine pouring a pot of coffee into a cup. You know, you're releasing the wheel as your hand comes to the left and continuing to push with the palm of your outside hand. And maybe this is all the steering that you need. Many drivers, you know, they get the impression we want you here no matter what, and then they're banging their elbows off the doors and onto the shifters. That's not what we're asking. We don't want you to bruise yourself just to keep both hands on the wheel. If it's uncomfortable, then it's not safe and it's not fast. As simple as that. So if you have to release your hand from the wheel, just do it. Just do it, right? As long as one is at 9 or 3. Something specific here. I'll show you in the next slide. Man, I love these slides. I could sit here and watch these all day. There is something about hand over hand steering. We could. You want to just sit here and watch this? I'll show you. This is why it's exciting. Right here. This guy stumps the top out and he steers like this. So what are we trying to represent here? There is no white knuckling. There is no squeezing on for dear life. There is no holding on to the car through the steering wheel. What this driver's doing, he's pushing the wheel with the palms of his hands. That's it. He could drive like this if you wanted to. And that's what I kind of want you to get to. If you're lighter, you don't have as much of a grip, you're faster. You're quicker. That's what we're going for. Quicker on the wheel. I can't say for you on the track. That's on you. You can imagine it starts to work kind of like a top. Like spinning, yeah? Going into acceleration. We'll use the rear wheels, a rear wheel drive car, as an example for this. As a rear wheel drive car, which are the tires that are being impinged on when you hit the gas?
The rears.
Yeah, it's not a trick question, I promise. I just want to make sure everybody here is on the same page. We're only asking something of the rear tires when we apply acceleration. Nothing of the front. But it's an interesting predicament because although they're not asking of the fronts, we're taking away from the fronts. You know what I mean? The cup of coffee goes to the back. It's kind of like drag racing. When you hit the gas, and hopefully we're not doing any wheelies today, but think of the concept. You know, you pop a wheelie, the front tires go in the air, you can't steer. So when you accelerate a car, even if it's just a flutter of gas, you're just barely lifting the front end up, you are taking the overall, the maximum ability to just. L4 will be applying the lateral force to hold the car on the road, but these two, because of the extra weight, will be working the most. This is a hot take, but it's true. A car, take downforce away from it, a car sitting still is more stable and has more grip than a car that's moving, that's cornering. If you think about it, it's not. That's where you get into the. Ryan can explain it. He's an engineer. I am a race car driver. I just drive it and think. But you're playing the serious balancing act here, and you get to a point where you know. Now you want to stay at the limit, but you don't want to surpass the limit. That's why we're all here, right? We want to learn how to drive a car fast. You drive a car at the limit. Race car drivers they're not, Max Verstappen isn't at 100% of the limit all the time. This is just impossible. He's at 98 or 95 or 99 or 100. He's really, really good at keeping it in that window and not going to 101. That's our goal today. That's our goal of getting there, holding that threshold, and not surpassing it. Now, how do we get to that point? What we ask at different times absolutely has an influence. So you're cornering and you're accelerating at the same time. This is an example here. You've got the lateral force, acceleration force. Now I'm going to draw a circle around that for you, and we're going to call that the calm circle. That's some would know it as a friction circle. We don't say that here. We say calm circle. Well, Calm was a German physicist in the early 1900s, and he's actually responsible for some pretty cool stuff. Number one, illustrations that help people better understand, what they're dealing with in a very quick way. Calm's teardrop. This is an aerodynamic effect that we have with the X cars, like the X2 or the X4 or the X6. You know how the rear deck kind of does this; it just cuts off. That's a Calm's teardrop to reduce drag on the car. So he's a smart guy. We're still using his stuff today. So this circle, this is a dynamic circle. It can grow, it can shrink. It represents the amount of maximum transferable force. Essentially, if one of these arrows gets to the edge of that circle, whether it grows or the circle shrinks, your tire is sliding. You have surpassed the realm of static friction and gone into the realm of dynamic friction. The old Martinsville. This driver enters on the bottom, stays on the bottom, leaves on the bottom. What's the advantage?
Shortest distance.
There you go. You cut the most distance. What's the disadvantage?
You're slower.
We're adding more of that steering input, more lateral force. That speed has to bleed out. You're going to go slower if you run lower. So on the opposite end of the spectrum, we've got the outside line. Clear disadvantage? It's the longest line, right? It is the widest point around the track, but that also is your advantage. Wider perimeter, wider radius, more speed, less steering angle. So what do we do here? Well, when developing a driving line, you want both of these. You can't have all of both. So you kind of play it a little bit like Hannah Montana. You get the best of both worlds. You're the only one that got that, probably. Nobody else watch Disney? All right, that's fine. Whatever. It's a good song. Y'all should look it up, maybe play it on the first rotation. We'll do it on the Skidpad. So we're going to take the shortest line and the highest speed. Start wide. I'm going to back it up again. That radius is the exact same, folks. In theory, that's kind of what we're going for. Start wide, turn low, finish wide. If you brake too much for a corner, you realize it while you're braking. Oh, I'm braking too much. What do? Stop braking, right? You release the brake pedal. You're braking for the corner, and then you go, oh no, I'm braking as much as I can, and I still need to brake more. What do? There ain't no fix, brother. That's the body shop. That's the only fix. You've missed the corner. You do not want to get to that point where you have no option but to exceed the limit of the tires, right? It's much smarter to start with the heavy braking and bleed off of the brake as you get to the entry, rather than bleed into and then panic brake as you get to the entry. Something else that we see is what we would consider a low pressure buildup, a 5 out of 10. This is most common from improper seating. You're just braking with your little toes, with your ankles. Not going to do it. Not going to do it at all. I'm serious. You got to brake with your whole leg. This might come from fear. You just don't trust this guy that's been screaming at you for 40 minutes, right? I promise you're going to get there, and you're going to get to this, and the tires will squeal. You'll hit the brakes. Yeah, I like that. In that specific moment. Something to keep in mind. All right, questions here. Now we get into the driving line. Outside to inside to outside. If anybody has done iRacing, played Forza, watched a race, does this look like an achievable driving line or the most efficient line possible? Theoretically. That's the thing. Theory's just theory. Especially in NASCAR. That goes out the window just because we don't want that science there. Get that out of here. Practical is much different. The question arises, how long is this straightaway after the Are you spending 5 seconds to do more here? You have to make that correction, or physics will do it for you. Coming out of the gas when most drivers are on the gas and steering wheel. An early apex for today, motorsports is all about situations, right? Motorsports is, the answer is always, it depends. When you ask a question like driving that. Today, I can guarantee you, there is not one corner where you want to come across the front side of the apex. Not one. Go ahead and tell me. How are we doing so far? Still no questions at all.
5. How to put this car in drive. Foot on the brake. There's a little shift bar on the center console. Pull straight back on that shift bar. Now, if you look on the dash, you're either going to see a letter D or a number 1. If you see a letter D, that is for drive, and for automatic, you do not have to shift the car. If you look on the dash and you see just the number 1 with no letter D next to it, that is manual mode, and you have to shift the car. If you don't want to be in one of those modes and you want to be in the other one, just pull that shift bar back again. Every time you pull that shift bar back, it'll switch between automatic and manual. Now, drivers, we are going to head out here very, very shortly. We're always going to stay in this order, and I'm going to hop in the car. Most likely, to our left is going to go first. Now, drivers, if you are shifting manually, we do encourage that. You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you are in manual mode, the paddle shifters on the steering wheel. The one on the right behind the steering wheel is to go up a gear, one on the left is to go down a gear. Both, while speeding up and slowing down, you actively have to downshift or upshift. Alright, everyone start rolling with me here. I'll roll slow to start just to make sure everyone's moving. Perfect. So drivers, whenever we're in these long trains of cars, you always want to stay somewhat close together, and there's a couple reasons why. If we're on the way to an exercise, you don't want to fall behind and get separated. When we're actually driving around an exercise and through it, you want to make sure that you're somewhat close together. That way you're getting the same information at relatively the same time. Now, as we get out on the track, this is part of the track that we're going to run. We're going to go all the way around it to get back to the start line. On our way there, I'm going to point out a few different things for you. We will have a long straightaway here. I know it's slightly curved, but this is considered a straightaway. And then on every corner, you're going to see blue cones and yellow cones. Pretty much 99% of the corners have 3 colored cones. There's a blue, speed areas. To keep it simple, that just means heavy brake zones. Now, drivers, I'm going to pull up to a couple green cones here, and I'm going to come to a stop. So where we are currently sitting, this is going to be our staging area for the exercise. In the staging area, whoever is up front at any given time, you're always pulling up to the green cones that I stopped at here, and you're also coming to a stop. Then I will call you down individually by name over the radio, and then you'll take off. Okay, you'll leave from the green cones pretty quickly, trying to get up to speed as quickly as you can. Now, with that being said, drivers, I do want to point out one thing about these cars. When you accelerate, these cars have well over 700 horsepower. So if you just mash the gas pedal with all your might, you're going to spin the tires, you're going to lose grip, and you're going to go nowhere fast. So I'm not saying you have to just drive it like you're driving out of a parking lot, but roll onto the throttle quickly, just don't smash the throttle. Now let's go ahead and learn this track. So follow me. Let's stay close together. Let's imagine that we are getting up to speed. So I'm picking up speed, increasing throttle, and drivers, you might notice that I'm bringing the car out to the right side of the road. You probably can't see this cone because I'm currently blocking it, but just to my right, there is a tall blue cone. Now this tall blue cone, it is a reference for us on this track, and I'm going to be honest, this morning it doesn't really mean much. With that being said, this afternoon, this cone's going to mean a whole lot. So let's practice on getting all the way out to the right side of the road, and once we are pointed straight, remember I said this is technically a straightaway, so it's full throttle, 100% on the gas pedal. We're picking up speed, and then we start to approach our brake zone. And drivers, there's going to be orange cones down here as well. They always go 3, 2, 1 on this part of the track. Right when your front bumper gets to the 3 orange cones, drivers, we're lifting off the gas quickly and slamming the brake. 10 out of 10, hard, heavy brake pressure. Holding that hard, heavy brake pressure as well. These cars get up to speed very, very quickly, and you're trying to get rid of that speed as quickly as you can. So keep holding that 10 out of 10 brakes until you start to get towards the end of the brake zone. Bring the car out to the right side of the road. We'll start braking at the 3s. Still your hardest brake pressure is always first. Finish your braking before you steer. Look through the driver's side window. Squeeze on the power when you exit. Brush of the brake before the elbow. A little bit of power on the short straights, drivers. Braking before the third corner as well. Turn your head, look down the straightaway. Squeeze on power. And we'll brake before the 3 orange cones. So drivers, that's just to show that there is a pretty good rhythm going through there if you get it right. Now, I do want to show you a couple demonstrations, so everyone's going to follow me, but let's stay to the left. So we are going to be parking down here on the left side. Just make sure you have enough room to maybe see the orange cones on the right, and you can see a couple of the corners over to the left as well. You can click the letter P on the center console to put it in park. Drivers, I'm going to head back to the green cones real quick. So to start out your exercise, we are going to learn about ABS braking, or the anti-lock braking system. And we're going to learn how to get to it, how to use it properly. So your first 2 runs are going to be getting up to speed, and then you're going to slam the brakes before the corner, and you're going to come to a complete stop as quickly as you can. So that is what this first demonstration is going to be. So I'm going to make my way back to the green cones, and just like I said, you'll come to a stop at the green cones, you'll get called down, so I'm calling myself down. I'm on power. All the way to the 3s, big brakes, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. And there we go, drivers. That was max brake pressure the entire time, and this is how close I got to the corner. So about 15 feet in front of me is my turning cone. And that's okay. That leaves me a little bit of room at the end to modulate the brake pressure if I was trying to carry speed through the corner. Ultimately, that is just getting you used to slamming the brake. Now, after your second run, as long as everyone's feeling good with the brake pedal, we'll move on to carrying speed through the corner. Specifically, all 3 corners over here. That was like a 60% on the brake score, but I know you can hit those brakes harder. Slam that brake pedal, brother. I'll make you a deal. If you break off that brake pedal, I'll give you the car. You can take it home. Okay, you gotta break off the brake pedal, though. Alright, head on back on the car. Akshay, come on down. Big power. Big brakes. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Fantastic. Big thumbs up. Well done. Head on back. Work on the vision. Eleanor, come on down. Big power. Big brake. Slam it, slam it, slam it. Awesome job. Well done. Head on back. Work on the vision. Drivers, we're going to do that one more time. Now, on this next one, I got to be honest with you. On that lead around, everything I said was true, except the brake line. The 3 orange cones is sometimes a little too early for this corner. So this next time you come down, you're going to brake 1 car length after the 3 orange cones. Nothing more than that. That's still about an 80% brake pressure there. Remember, if you break off that brake pedal, you go home with that brand new car. Okay? Courtesy of Reed. So head on back there, Corbin. I know you can brake harder, though. Akshay, come on down. Big brakes. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Fantastic. Well done. Eleanor, come on down. Big brakes, big brake. Awesome. So there it is. That's pretty much the limit. Now we can find that sweet spot in between so we can have that smooth release of the brake pedal. Well done, Eleanor. Alright, drivers, for the rest of the day, we're stopping at the corners. Okay, that's done and over with. I'm going to coach you through your first lap as you go around, but we're going to keep through all 3 corners. Don't try to set the lap record on the first lap. It never goes well. So build up to it. Rick, come on down. The line looked great. I like that you're building up to that. With the speed, we can just increase speed on those short straightaways, and initially leaving the green cones, you can go a little faster. Akshay, come on down. Big brakes, look left. Alright, squeeze on the power. A little early turn in there. Rush the brake. Squeeze on power. Medium to heavy brakes, look left. Do that braking a little earlier next time. Not bad for the first run there. On the first corner, Akshay, in the brake zone, we'll work on that smooth release of the brake next time. And then for the third corner, the last one that leads onto the straightaway, just brake 5 to 10 feet earlier. It helps the car turn better. Alright, drivers, I'm going to send you a little bit quicker. So just listening for me over the radio. Rick, come on down. Sorry, Eleanor, yeah, come on down. Big brake, click it up. Big off the brakes, squeeze on the power. There you go. Looking left, Corbin, off the brakes. Squeeze onto the power. Akshay, come on down. There you go. Corbin, that's looking pretty good on the line. You can add some speed on the straightaway. Akshay, that was a little light on the brakes. That's why you had to brake for so long into the corner. So remember, start off with those heavy brakes first. Eleanor, come on down. Brakes. Find the yellow. Now find the next blue. Now find the yellow. Find the blue. Find the next blue. Find the yellow. Find the blue. Look all the way towards the end straightaway. Squeeze on power. Rick, come on down.
Fun stuff.
Rick, for the second corner, you can finish your braking about 5 feet earlier. Corbin, look 10 feet further ahead. And Corbin, feed in some power here. More power. And then brakes. Speed's okay as long as you're adding brake pressure. Akshay, come on down. Very nice. A little early turn in there. That's alright, Akshay. We can work on that. You keep going. Okay, the braking a little earlier, Akshay. Eleanor, come on down. Good line through there. A little bit of speed here. Don't forget to brake over there on our brake before that corner. Brake, that's awesome. Corbin, more speed on the short straightaways here. More speed. More. And brake, look left. Same thing, more speed. More. And brake, look left. So as you add more speed, start adding more brake pressure as well. Akshay, come on down. So Akshay, that's an early turn into that first corner. It's just making the exit a lot tighter. So next time, really try to get all the way up to the blue cone on the right, and then steer from that blue cone. No, come on down. Smooth release, looking left. Rick, come on down. Rick, just as a heads up, you're getting really close to the limit. That third corner was just past the limit, so just be cautious of that. Alright, Corbin, add that speed. Akshay, come on out. That was light brakes that time at the beginning, Akshay. Keep going. Better on the turn in. Looking left. Much better on the line for the first corner. That was fantastic. I love that line. The brake pressure initially was a little light, so just keep holding that brake pressure, hitting it hard. Akshay, come on out. No, come on out. Akshay, same thing, just a little line on the brakes at the beginning. Hit them harder. Drivers, that is going to finish it up for us here at the corner entry exercise. I know that was quite a bit of information for just 3 corners, but hopefully we learned a little bit from it, how to take corners a little bit better, trying to create a larger radius through the turns, accelerating smoothly. Now, Rick, if you could, can you lead the group down to the blue turning cone at the first corner? Everyone can follow Rick all the way down. And Rick, I'm gonna hop out in front of you here. Alright, drivers, you can follow me. Alright, on the way back, let's just do a quick debrief. Remember, for the first corner, it's hard, heavy brake pressure, just past the 3 orange cones. The second corner here, it's still braking, but we gotta brake before we look, before we turn, and about a 50% brake pressure. This short straightaway here, you can feed into power, but make sure to finish your braking before you're steering for this turn. If you start having to brake and turn at the same time, it's difficult. Everybody going through that column right behind the cones. If you're going just before you hit cones, you're steering way too late, like the car that just went through the last gate. You got to get behind them. Nice and slow. Keep going. Nice and slow. Create a big gap, because you're going to, when I go green, I just want to see the next 2 cars go through this line right behind the cones without looking at them. Right behind the right cones. Turn that wheel so you're right behind them. When you go faster, you got to steer faster, and you got to steer more than you think. Don't try to go alongside of them. Turn enough to get behind them. Y'all got that idea now? Make sure you got plenty of space and green. Didn't see that many cones. It started out good. It's looking better so far. Driving your 4 radius. In other words, not putting the car where the blue and yellow cones are and not looking. You're looking straight out the windshield. Turn your head, guys, and the elevator, you'll be a lot better. Remember, precision first, and then the speed will come on naturally. Much better on my end, much better. But if you're behind the car, you're chasing them, and they're doing it wrong, you're going to do it wrong. So use your eyes to find your correct path. That's going to help you. Down the hill, Rick, make it more of a straightaway. Don't hug the left edge of the road all the way down. Just straighter is better. Corbin, the corner down here should not surprise you. It's because of where your eyes are. You're looking straight out the windshield. Guys, when you're making a big turn down here, you should be looking in the passenger window. Look to the right. Corbin, keep your pace. You're going to come into the pits, make your short U-turn back to the pits, but keep your pace all the way to pit road. Make a short U-turn and hold till I tell you, Corbin, back to the pits. Keep your pace all the way into the pits for me, though, so everybody else can roll. Now we just have more cones down, gang. Eyes up. Don't hit cones. Start thinking about those penalties you don't want to get later on. Corbin, 3, 2, 1, go, go, go. If you need a break, gang, if you want to ask a question, come to the pits any time, and I can help you out. So remember, drivers, when you first go to brake, it should be the hardest, not until last second. Also, when you release a brake, do it slowly. Let me have just Rick slow down to a crawl till I tell you. Just Rick. Rick, slow down real slow for just a moment. All right, Rick, you can go. Corbin, you didn't really brake hard enough for the right hand of the patient's turn, and that's why you're wide of the apex. Use the brakes properly at the right time. Much better, Eleanor. Rick. Because you're moving wide, because you're going faster. It's a good thing. When you have to brake early, it's a good thing, because you're faster. Corbin, use the full radius. All the way left, drivers, same thing, touchdown. Since on the gas, Corbin, better braking, but now that you turn in, it felt so easy, accelerated too hard too soon, and you missed the apex. Just work on that precision. Vision, it's everything, drivers. Look where you want to go. Look into the turn before you turn the wheel. Corbin, the turn is still surprising you. It's because of your eyes, Corbin. Look into the turn. Don't look where the car's going. I don't think. Yeah, you really want to fix it now. I just saw it again. Turn right into it. Now, I do like that you hit the backside of it, but don't look down. Look up. 2 or 3 gates ahead. 2 or 3 openings ahead. Never look at one gate at a time, gang. When you hit it with that back tire like that one was hit, eyes were down too close to the car. Everybody should get through these last few laps with no cones. Solomon is going to be an important part of the Autocross. Now seeing some good success, keep it up. Aggressive into the patient's turn. I think that was Corbin. Yeah, look right, look big right. Be ahead further, and then you won't do that. Drivers, the cones have not moved. I see some of you working back in the middle of the road again. If the blue car is all the way left, guess what? That's where your car should be. Rick, you can roll slow, get yourself 100 yards. Rick, you can get yourself 100-yard gap. Eleanor, you got as well. Right on the blue cone, Eleanor. Alright, getting in our final laps. I want some perfection out there as far as cones down. I can see the line being a little off here, but no more cones. So, wait on the steering. Start the slalom in the right spot, and it'll be a lot easier. There we go, Eleanor. That's better, but you got to look into the turn earlier. Better line, Eleanor. Look where you want to go. One more lap, starting with Rick. One more flying lap, and then we're going to cool off a little bit. One more lap. At speed, no cones. You're doing good. Peace up. Be precise. Look way ahead for the next reference. Everybody, let's do a cool down lap or so. Everybody, slow them way down. Slow them way down. Give me a little speed on the straight, easy areas. Yeah, don't overslow it. I want airflow, but I don't want you to need much brakes for the corner. So do your slowing down earlier, lift earlier, kind of coast a little more. And, Rick, you're going to do this cool down lap. Then you're going to be coming into the pits. Oh, really good session, gang. Didn't have a lot of long cones, but it got a lot better at the end. Rick to the pits, Akshav, well, let's see. Yeah, let's have Corbin, Akshav, and Eleanor. One more lap. Keep a little pace without very much brakes. One more lap for cool down. Rick to the pits. Take the short U-turn, Rick, and then everybody's coming at the end of this lap. Come on in, you're on and get in front of the red and white cones where you're going to join me. When you're doing your cool down, you should be on the perfect line, within less than 2 feet of all the key references, since it's real easy to do it when you're not.
Just increasing the speed.
That sounds horrible.
It's very, yeah. Understeer, by the way, is like a super rookie move. Like golfers will make fun of you if you top the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Race car drivers, we make fun of you if you understeer the car. That's
Okay.
So if we suck in my comments.
Oh, all the time, yeah. No, understeer is very, very avoidable as long as you pay attention to what the car is doing. That's what I'm trying to say. No, I'm not going to make fun of you. You may be. Every day I'm going to come into work. Yo, understeer queen. What's up? All right, but no. So what we'll actually do to cause the understeer is, matter of fact, increase the steering angle. But we have to do it immediately. We have to do a very large amount. Like we've missed our turnoff for an exit. So we'll keep like 35 miles per hour. And then we're going to kind of square off the circle. We're just going to steer straight. Oh, we missed our turn. And try to get that car down to the yellow line. Now that's the initiation.
Okay.
Adding steering, very big amount of steering that's obviously not going to work for that speed. Boom! Now we make the decision, okay, I got to correct it. So how do you do it?
Yeah.
You slow down.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You come off the gas. You unwind the wheel if you can, right? Pro tip, you can't understeer if you're going straight. Never will. So the less that you can steer, the better, but you are in a corner. Be aware of this, and you do have an objective, and that's to get down to the yellow line. Do it calmly, smoothly, professionally. Look as far ahead as you can, and you will get a stable car in a matter of seconds. If you do it wrong, oh my gosh, not fun. Way worse. You ask more, you get less.
Okay.
Questions?
No, but I think this is appearing to be too simple to be true.
Understeer is the easiest thing.
Okay.
Understeer is the easiest thing to correct. The cars are designed to do this on the roads.
So what am I doing?
First, 35. As we look at the yellow line, we're gonna steer away. Oh, we missed our turn. Oh, we gotta fix this. Slow down,
So are you just lifting off the throttle to correct it, essentially?
literally. Now, the way we come off the throttle, there's a variance there. If I
Okay.
lift quickly, I transfer weight.
Yeah.
I risk spinning.
Mhm.
If I lift slowly, I don't. I get a more stable front end.
Okay.
Rear
Makes
end,
sense.
actually.
You want to avoid the drastic weight transfer, I guess.
Exactly, right? Like, you can feel that nose bouncing. That is weight.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So if I just come off the gas, boom, we just jack some weight.
So we're going up here and coming up the gas. Going back down here.
Yeah, out here. Oh no, I missed my turn. Oh no, I have to fix this.
Did you come off the gas and then you got here?
Yes, that's it. Go to Oversteer. Now, I'd like for you to stay away from the yellow line, and here, just keep your speed at about 25. We want to spin the rear tires,
Yeah.
but do it very quickly, and don't do it too much. So
Okay.
it will be coming off the gas rather quickly as well.
Okay. Should I
We'll,
wait for the water part?
yeah, we're gonna do it in a couple seconds. Lift off the gas right now. Punch the gas. Off the gas. Punch the gas. Off. No, so this is okay. You're good with your throttle. You're anticipating that it will spin and you're coming off. I'd rather you do that than keep spinning in 360s, you know?
Got it.
Ready?
Makes sense.
Pick up some speed, off the gas, punch the gas. And steer, steer, steer. Beautiful. Come to a stop. Turn it around. No, not fuck. Good. This is good. The throttle control is great, but you must steer the wheel
Like counter
quicker.
steering?
You steered like this. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I should go quicker? Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck. Okay.
I want ba ba ba.
Okay, I'll do
Right?
that shot, yeah.
Pick up some speed and off the gas. Punch the gas. Steer. Yeah, look at the yellow line. That was awesome. We did it. Was it perfect?
Probably
No.
not.
But did we do it?
Yeah, we did it.
Dude, that was sick.
I felt like I pressed like 2 buttons over here while doing it. Alright, let's go.
Great job.
That's amazing.
Off the gas?
Can I come in the center a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. You
Okay.
can stay away from that yellow line. Off the gas. Punch the gas. Steer.
Oh, no.
Okay,
that is
stop. Full brakes.
not- So,
Now, we played a trick on ourselves there because you started looking to the outside of the corner.
Okay.
And you steered the wheel out there.
I also try to like when you said punch the gas, also like induce. I shouldn't try to do that.
Not
right?
really.
The rears will kick itself out.
Yeah,
Right?
you were already turning, you know? Go ahead. Off the gas. Punch the gas. And stop. Look at the yellow line.
Oh, fuck yeah. Peripherals, like vision, is so important over here. It's
Dude, so keep your eyes on that lane.
okay.
Ready? Punch. Off. Look at the yellow. Dude, that's perfect. Now try not to ride that throttle.
Yeah.
When you come off that gas, just lift that knee.
Okay.
That's it, brother.
Okay,
That's
got
it. Pick up some speed here. We're not gonna go yet. We're gonna wait until we pass by, I don't know, 50 more feet. Ready? 3, 2, 1, punch. Off. Look at the yellow, look at the yellow, look at the yellow, stop.
So when I
That was awesome.
get like a good hold of the car back, am I also aiming to be near the yellow line or?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just in your lane. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, we're starting from here. Obviously, the objective is to finish in the same
In the same spot.
point
like-
of the track. If we end up over here, it means we
Yeah.
looked over here. If we end up over there, it means we held the gas too long or didn't steer enough.
We're off, so I think we're good.
Doing is showing it to you slow a couple times, and then we always offer you a faster lap. But pit road, if we call you into the pits to respace, you can come in here in the left lane pretty fast. That's for going through the pits. The right lane is for stopping if you need a break or something. So when you get here, always wait for, in this case, it's going to be Ryan over there by the tower telling you when it's clear to go. When we tell you to go, you got to get right up to speed out towards the right lane, because cars are coming from that way to here. They're already 60, 70 miles an hour, so you got to get right up to speed, but don't go without getting that call from it. So we're going to go out and just do a real slow tour. Normally I'd be up to speed. We'll come back if you guys want me to come back. We'll do that. Now, once you get out here, you should be full throttle, hard as you can go to the braking zone. Now, you will not be going as fast out of the pits because you left the pits and you're from a standstill. But what we would like you to do is brake as hard as you can at the 3 count. So you're passing the 4 and you're approaching the 3, and when you brake, when you get right up here, it's going to be 10 out of 10, hard as you can brake. If you're at speed, you'll be 110-ish, 110 miles an hour. And it will take from here to where that car stopped to get slowed down. Now, it doesn't mean you won't be able to start releasing pressure to turn into that corner where he is. But the first, say 70-80% of this is full ABS, okay? So you're on the brakes if you're manually shifting. Either one of you manually shifting?
Yeah, me.
Okay, so you'll get up to 5th. I'd be going down to 4th. You could probably turn in. I've done this corner where he is now. I've done that in 3rd. I've done it in 2nd.
Okay.
But as you're getting past the 1 marker, you start looking for that corner. See the yellow cone over there, the apex? But I'm still going straight. I'm maybe down to 3rd or maybe to 2nd. When that cone disappears, it just did.
Mm-hmm.
Now that yellow cone's in my left window, but I haven't turned yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, okay, I'm turning in, finishing with the brake, and getting right down close to this cone. Now when you get here, you're going to be able to straighten the steering wheel and accelerate hard. But if you didn't brake hard enough and you don't think you can make it here, this is where you bail out. Before you even turn in, you run over those cones. And you go around the outer loop, and we'll safely get you back on track right where that green car is.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to make it, because if you go sliding into that, look how deep it gets. And there's a metal culvert over there. We never want to see it. We don't want a car crashing into it.
Yeah.
So if you realize I blew the braking, straighten up, run over a cone, work your way around the other side. When it's dry, leaving this, you start to build your speed. You're going to brake here. Okay, down here, for me, look left, press, smoothly build up your speed. Now I can be full throttle, hard brakes, look left. Full tilt, yeah. Accelerate when you're straight, brake, brake. Actually, 3rd gear is good for that area too. I was in 2nd. Now in 3rd, all the way off this corner. Still good, everybody?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna go full tilt here. Slowing it down, a couple gears down, 3rd gear down the apex, on the gas, brakes. That little noise was me braking before the turn. Hear that little noise? That's as much noise as you should really have in the tire, not too much more down. Brake, eyes right, down the apex. Are we still good?
Yes.
Gas in the yellow, smooth, and full throttle. 4th, brake, 3rd, apex, and gas. I was patient before I got to that apex. I didn't rush back to the gas. Same here. Brake, smooth gas, smooth, straight on the wheel before I get it. That was full throttle. And we're smashing the brake, 113 miles an hour. Down the apex. I'll shut it down right here because I know it.
Wow.
So that's kind of what you get to do for a little while. He's doing another lap. You guys good?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
good.
we'll get you back to your cars. I know we had multiple people with motion issues in our other group, so I don't want anybody to feel bad.
That back straight, when you hit the brakes, that's a
No
good.
mercy. You can't brake too hard.
Yeah.
You cannot brake too hard.
Mhm.
So don't be shy about that, okay?
Got it.
All right, I'll drop you all off. I'll be over in this corner for this session and coach you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Back out on track. Go for it, Akshay. Car going pretty fast. At that speed, make that braking, but just a little harder. You did that at the right time now, though. It looks good. Yeah, so for compromised corner drivers, remember we are braking early and over slowing it. So brake earlier, brake harder in a straight line. The faster you are, the more brakes you need, gang. It's not a bad thing. It's all the physics. Eleanor, through the corners, I want you to turn your head across your shoulders. Try to find the end of them. Akshay, you're going to come back into pit road, do the same thing, about 50 miles an hour, Akshay, 50. Just slow down again, and then Akshay, you are good to go. feet off that brake pedal, you gotta make assessments to know how much to do this and when to look through the corner. You definitely didn't hold the brake long enough. Guys, brake closer to the 3 now. You're probably all faster. So don't wait till you're too late and don't release the brake too early. Akshay, keep your speed up, but I'm going to call you in the pit road this time. Just keep your speed up, Akshay. Doing good there, Eleanor, but with that little easy left-hander, brake before it, not in the middle of it. Get the braking done before it. Corbin, that's a little early off the brakes. Just be careful with that. Hold the brakes longer. Akshay, come to pit road. Go straight through at 50 miles an hour. 50 miles an hour through pit road. 50. Just slow down for the corner. Akshay, you are good to go. Head back out on track. Go for it, Akshay. Going pretty fast. At that speed, make that braking, but just a little harder. You did that the right time now, though. It looks good. Yeah, so for compromised corner drivers, remember, we are braking early and over-slowing it. So brake earlier, brake harder in a straight line. The faster you are, the more brakes you need, gang. It's not a bad thing. It's just all the physics. Eleanor, through the corners, I want you to turn your head across your shoulders. Try to find the end of it. Akshay, you're going to come back into pit road, do the same thing, about 50 miles an hour, Akshay, 50. Slow down again, and then Akshay, you are good to go. Three, two, one, go for it. The line's good, but your eyes are looking at the turning cone longer than necessary. Trust your peripheral visual. Or specifically, the brakes. We really want to cool those down, so try to stay off the brakes as much as you can. Obviously, if you need to use the brakes, you can do so. Just try to make it light brake pressure. Keep circulating around, run the proper driving line. We'll probably do about a lap or so down here, and I just want to say, drivers, that was awesome. That was a great session. Those times where us instructors were somewhat quiet on the radio, well, that's our way of saying good job. Now, as you're circulating around, if you catch someone, give yourself a little bit of room. We should have like football fields in between each other. You don't want the hot exhaust gas or hot exhaust air going from their car into your car as well. But I'm going to hand the radio over to Andy Van Cleef, and he will tell you what to do here in a second. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, I'm going to be pulling out in front of you. The corner you worked with, Ryan, this morning, I'll be on the other side of it. So as you start catching up to me, just stay behind me. And, sorry, Akshay. I've been saying Akshay. I thought there was a V. I wasn't paying attention, but Akshay. So call one, you're going to start falling in behind me. You'll see me going slow. As you all catch up, we're not going to stop to get back in order, but on the back straightaway, when we have lots of room, I'll get you all back in numerical order. You did a great job. If you're still back there having clocked the pad, just keep cruising, and you'll see us on the long straight. So just keep cruising, normal line. I got 2 out of 4 with me. All right, car 1. I'm sorry, because I'm probably going to butcher the name here. Akshav, take off. Down the hill, big brakes for a 24,702. And when you roll over here, just roll the window down and yell your name out, because that's what makes sure I say it correctly.
It's Akshay. Yes.
Eleanor, take off. You have a calm down, but just the back front, finish strong here. Big brakes, and so we're completely out of the box. So just next run on your officials, just adjust your braking point, brake a little harder, a little bit earlier, and we did get that one slalom count. Now drivers, these next 6 runs are going to be our big brakes. A 25.397. And Corbin on that far side, the reason the car kind of wanted to get a little unsettled is when you first went to the brakes, it was super gentle. So, I mean, at the hardest point you hit it was already in the turn. That's why the car kind of got a little upset. So make sure when you hit them hard to begin with. Okay, take off. Big brakes for a 23.865. Eleanor, get for it. A 25.375. Okay, go. A 22.564. Eleanor, go. A 24.578. Okay, pick up. Big brakes for a 22.212. Eleanor, deal. A 23,850, and Corporal, I'll say awesome job getting faster every single lap. Okay, go. Big brakes for 22,155. You and Rick keep trying to challenge each other there. You guys keep getting a little bit quicker each run, super close to each other. Eleanor, go for it. Okay, go. And 21,983. Eleanor, go. Big brakes and I genuinely don't think I could fit the credit card. Like, you're in it, but I mean, that's as much of the box as going to use there. 23,424. Okay, go. Hey, 22,727. I mean, that final turn over there, we just tried to brake late and the car was like, nope. And Eleanor, go. Hey, 22,628. Corbin, where was that during the official ones, man? Okay, go. We were slightly ambitious on the brakes. You're only about 3 inches outside the front there. So it's a 21,668, but we gotta add 2. We're just hanging out just barely. And Eleanor, take off. 24,261. So drivers, that is going to conclude our time down there. I'm going to roll on out and collect this up here. Well, hopefully that was fun. Had a good time. The Autocross is a fun one. You get to kind of see what you got on the clock. All 40 following me here. Now, drivers, I am surprised. Okay, drivers, on your mark, get set, go! Stop. Alright, so Eleanor's going to win it. Get it turned around, we'll give you some more practice laps. Really smooth on the gas, and you can't lift off the gas real big either. Okay, go car 3, back to speed, go Eleanor. Eyes up, gas and brake. Eleanor is carrying some pretty good speed out there. Stop. Alright, so around again, we're going. So you got to be progressive with the gas. You can't punch at it. And I'll give you one more practice lap. Alright, go car 3, Eleanor, stay right there. Back to speed. Okay, all cars going. Look much better, Axaf, and that's pretty good speed. Use the radius. Eleanor could do a good job with the radius. Okay, drivers, come on in. Nice and slow. That's better, Axaf. That's much better through there. Using the radius, using the gas and the brake. Slow coming into the pit lane. Alright, now we're going to do one more practice group of races. These will be 4 laps before we start for the main competition. And let's mix it up a little bit. You have car number 1. All right, drivers, on your mark, get set, go, 4 laps. Better on the radius there, Chef. Better on the radius. Rick is doing a good job also. Good momentum. It's all about momentum forward. Okay, lap 2. It's going to be Rick in the lead. Less than 2 to go. Eyes up. 3rd lap, Rick is in the lead. 1 lap to go. To the finish line, Rick is going to take the win. Okay, guys, come on in nice and slow, please. All right, let's have Corbin to the near side. And let's have Eleanor to the far.
This is like I'm so bad at this.
To the far side. Again, drivers, 7 laps. The winner will continue. One of the drivers will be eliminated. Good luck to both of you. On your mark, get set. 8 laps, I'm sorry, 8 laps. On your mark, get set, go! All right, lap 1 goes to, almost dead even. Don't slow up on the straightaway, Corbin. Pretty much dead even. Straightaway is where you want to find your speed, right? Give it to car 3 by 2 feet, very close. They're working lap 3 of 8. Now car 3 goes into the lead by a fender and a half. Halfway there, 4 laps to go. Car 3 in the lead. Anything can happen. Lap 5. Car 3 in the lead. Corbin is in striking distance, but he's got to pick it up a little bit. Lap 6. Just 2 laps to go. 2 to go. 2 to go. One to go. 1 to go. Car 3 is your leader. Final lap. Who's going to take it? Coming to the line. It's going to be, it looks like, car number 3 takes the win. All right, Corbin, you gave it a good run. Hackshaw, stay right there for me. Yep, line up on the green cone. That was a good race, guys. Corbin, you were in there for a while for sure. Good improvement, Corbin. Okay, drivers, again, 8 laps here in this second round. Try to drive near the limit. On your mark, get set, go! Car 1 was ready, got him on the start. Car 3 almost loses it, almost. Car 1 goes into the lead. Okay, drivers, on your mark, get set, go, go, go. And the first lap, really close, but give it to the 3 car. Big sideways moment. It's going to take lap 2. Close, but the 3 has it by about 2 feet. Corbin, very close. Third lap goes to third lap. 2 feet in a red car. Final lap. Very close. Race is ending though. Time is running out. Corbin comes back to win it by 3 feet. All right, come on in, drivers. How about a little quick rematch between the 1 and the 4? You up for that, Eleanor? Okay. I thought you might be. All right, Rick. Pull it to the near side. Eleanor to the far.
So this is one of the terms we learned, of course. cold tires there. That's what I like with DSC off. It didn't help me. So pit road's part of the track. Sharpest turn on the track. Allowing crest to go down. Starting to feel a little heat in my tires. I guess I should have warmed them up. This is a corner. It's difficult. It's a 2 apex corner.
Okay, I see. It's a big.
That's it. It's a little exciting in the first turn.
Brake system malfunction.
Yeah. In the morning, we got cold tires there. That's what I like with DSC off. It didn't help me. So the road's part of the track. Sharpest turn on the track. Starting to feel a little heat in my tires. I guess I should have warmed them up. This is another crest you would learn before we did this. Up here we would actually have a chicane in the track.
Uh-huh.
You'd have to go through an opening.
Oh my god, that feels so good. That part of the track felt so good.
See if this thing's gonna hook up this time. This is a corner. It's difficult. It's a 2 apex corner.
Okay, I see. It's a big.
That's it. It's a little exciting in the first turn.
Brake system malfunction.
Yeah.
Wow, I want to be as quick as you, man. That's really cool. That's really good.
It was a little too exciting entering the first turn there, but it is a high-speed entrance, but you need a little heat in the tires.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Wow. You guys moved as a unit as well, like all 4 of you guys.
So even with you at the start there, distance didn't change that much.
Not too much. I definitely lost a little bit, but all I could do is stay out of the gas, work the steering, and get the correction in, and then start driving off again. But you had to stay out of the gas, or I just spun it right out.
Yeah. That's a hard skill to learn. So what is your history, and did you race as well?
I raced go-karts for a long time, but I also raced some SCCA and some IMSA. Helped my brother with NASCAR Goodies Dash, but I was crew chiefing.
Okay.
But I built go-kart engines for a living for over 20 years.
Oh,
non-stop. Wow. I've been involved in racing since I was about 19. So.
Wow, that's fantastic. Rick, I need to